How's it going, everyone? I'm Roy,
Boyle here.
and today is the Dad Life podcast, and we changed it up. Why? Because that was the biggest and most important thing is being a dad. So that's gonna be our new platform and the logo, as you can see right there. So we're gonna talk about that and meet other dads in our communities that should be, how would I say, recognized,
Yeah,
because there's a lot of dads out there putting in a lot of work, and the recognition is not there, and we want to open up and spotlight that.
yes,
And
sir.
so, if you have anyone in mind, shoot us a message. Let us know why, but and also, when can we interview them, and we would love to do that. So, first question, Pollo, is what does being a dad mean to you?
Being a dad is being a role model
Mm,
to your young one
okay, so being a role model. Why is that important?
because they watch everything you do. They grow up watching you. You're their first figure that they look at
Mm-hmm.
and admire. Like you're their hero.
It it sounds weird, funny, ridiculous, right? But at the end of the day, they see everything you're doing and they hear everything you're saying.
Everything.
So and especially within that first day, you see your baby until you're like 15, they're really just
They're a
learning.
sponge. They soak up
So
everything.
yeah, so whatever you say, they listen, they keep it in their mind, and they bring it up. So that's great. For me, what does being a dad mean to me? It always happened is the big responsibility to take the allowed me to be a better leader, allowed me to be a better provider, and and a better opportunity for me to cure them, protect them,
Yeah.
right? So, um, being a dad meant do those things for me at a high level, and uh, now seeing our kids grow up, 8, 9, 10 years old, and you're just like, wow,
Time
how
flies.
flies. And you're like, it's gonna, don't worry, like we have time to bring it up, and now you're like, you close your eyes and you're like, man, they're already gonna, we're talking about your daughter, her quinceañera now, and
Five
we're
years.
5 years from
Like,
now.
oh
So,
man,
that's that.
sneaking up.
Yeah, it's crazy, but that's how fast it goes.
Yeah.
So we have a limited time, so we got to enjoy them and become great role models and show them how to be responsible, how to protect and provide,
Educate them.
educate them and all those things. So that's great to hear. That's great to hear. What have you learned from becoming a dad?
Oh, I've learned a lot, and it's still a learning process.
Oh,
My main thing that I've learned was patience.
patience, patience.
Patience is key in raising a kid, man. I tell you, I didn't have patience at all. I didn't have patience for myself, but having
Mm-hmm.
two kids was like, slow down, breathe, listen to them, see what's going on. They don't know any better. You're the adult.
Yeah,
So, I mean, my kids have taught me patience. My anger is just have calmed down a little bit. Still get rowdy, but not as bad as before.
yeah. Well, I
So, I
mean,
mean,
uh, I, I think everyone can relate to that. We've learned the patience part, and for you personally, right? Like you learned how to just breathe in, breathe out, and not react as quickly as you normally would, right? Because they're still kids.
yeah. And then while being the first dad out of our group was like, God, like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Like, who do can't go to you guys? Like, hey, how do I do this? You guys didn't have kids,
yeah,
so it was just like a whole like. Told my wife, you know, what, you gotta take it day by day, see what happens.
yeah.
Like,
That's
just change diapers and wipe asses and go from there.
and that's the once we you were the first one, you are the first one to have a child within that group, and which is crazy to now say it in that perspective, like you didn't know who to go to in that advice
I
as far as
didn't.
because everyone else that we either knew were they had kids, but they were a lot older, right? But and also the relationship wasn't there. Like, hey, what advice do you have and all that? So, um, man, that's crazy to hear.
And then you go to your parents and they're like, "Oh, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah,
you'll learn.
yeah.
You'll figure
So
it out." It gets better as time goes on, but it's like as time went on, it got a bit easier. But now as they get older, their attitudes change,
you got
more attention and more like different things. Like there's different stuff to it, and it's like back to square one. Like what I do.
yeah, because every 4 or 5 years they change.
Yeah,
Right. And you gotta change or not change, but make sure you adjust.
adjust, adapt to it, adapt to the
So
change.
that's one thing. What have I learned from becoming a dad is learning how to adjust. You talk about patience. I had to learn how to adjust because my adjusting in time. I just
Yeah.
cannot pick up and go anymore. And also like right.
That's
And
true. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna go get dinner."
yeah,
Oh shit, we got a kid now.
yeah,
Like,
like
what are we gonna do?
we can't getaway weekend or anything like that. So I had to learn how to adjust, how to properly uh manage or prioritize my time.
Yeah.
So and for me, I had a lot of football, right? I still coach football. However, I needed to invest more time into being with my kids on the weekends and really doing that. So adjusting really helped, and also in the business, like it helped me to really prioritize what's really important and
Yeah.
what's not, because I just don't want to be take all my time in football or business when my most important thing is my family.
Your
So
family.
Justin was my big what I've learned as becoming a dad. Uh, so for someone right now that is soon to be dad, what is the best advice that you can really give them? That again, you wish you would have had this advice 10 years ago when you became dad. What would you give that person right now that advice?
Oh man, that's a tough question, dude. Like, just I guess be patient.
Be patient. Okay.
Be patient. Things are gonna change. A lot of change. A lot of change. Like now, it's not about yourself or your partner. Now you got a kid to worry about.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in consideration all the time. But I mean, my best advice would be just be patient. Don't lose your frustration. It's only a baby. The baby doesn't know any better than what you know.
Yeah.
So just be patient. Take your time with it. Don't rush it, because the more you try to rush and you want them to grow, is the more it hurts.
Well, I think we saw
It
one
hurts.
video that I think you sent on the group chat is like, what is the best thing about having a kid? Watching them grow up. What is the hardest thing having a kid? Watching them grow up.
Watching them grow.
Right. So whoever's gonna be a soon to be dad, my best advice for you will be love them, love them, whoever they are, love them each and every day more. Tell them you love them. Recognize how, support them, be their biggest cheerleader. Also, be the one that takes charge.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, you gotta love them, because that's how they'll remember you. Do not buy. You don't need to buy them the most expensive thing, branded, anything. They don't care about that.
All they
What
want is your love and attention.
That's what they want. It's for you to be there, play with them. One of the best advice that one of my mentors ever gave me is like, Roy, if you put a 5-year-old in front of you and you show them $1,000 and an empty box right there, which one would they pick? Which one would they play for? They will say, well, I will choose the empty boxes. I can hide in there. I can do this. I can do that. 1,000, they don't know what that means yet.
What's $1,000 to them?
Exactly. It's just paper. They can rip it up. They don't know.
Yeah.
Right? So enjoy them, love them, and don't try to be perfect. We are not perfect. The only perfect is God and Jesus. That is the only perfect there ever will be. That's it. So don't try to be perfect. You are gonna mess up. I'll tell you that right now.
Don't get frustrated when you don't get it on the first try. Because I mean, there's gonna be many errors throughout this whole raising a kid.
And surrounding yourself by like-minded people that have
Yeah.
that same priority, same importance into being a dad or being a parent, and doing that allows you to be a little bit better, saying that's why I'm not going out every weekend, that's why I don't need to kick it with the homies every time or get
Yeah.
drunk like that, because now you have responsibilities at home and need you they need you to be right. So
Yeah.
so just, the three things that Pollo said is be patient, do not get mad too quickly, right? And be there at the end of the day, be there for them. So just just recognize that and know that you're not by yourself. You can always reach out to anyone that is a dad.
Reach out to us if you got any questions. I mean, we're not perfect. We don't have it figured out, but we can somewhat guide you through it or give you advice from our point of view.
Yeah, and pray. That's
Pray.
one thing that definitely has helped us a lot is
Leave it in
pray.
God's hands.
Pray. He's the best coach. He's the best dad that we've ever had, right? So pray to him, and
Because there's many things out there that are beyond our control.
yeah.
Just leave it in God's hands and say, Lord, I leave it in your hands. You decide if it's for me, if it's not for me.
Also, I you know what I tell you about love, right? My other best advice I can give: do not allow the school or other people to be their parents. And what I mean by that is don't assume that the school is going to teach them the right way. Don't assume that this person is going to teach them the right way. Nope. You're the parent. God chose you to be a dad or a mom to that child. So you do that. You take that responsibility
Yes.
and be that. So don't assume that the teacher or the school is going to teach them how to be an adult, how to be a man, how to be a woman, right? Because that's not how it is. And I can tell you that from experience, learning and seeing that. So also from him, seeing his kids, how they interact with each other. They're so playful. They don't need other people because we have taught them to have a great personality, but how to be themselves, because they don't rely on anyone at school. So that is a beautiful thing
Yes,
for
it
me.
is.
So any other things that you want to say right now?
No, just stay safe out there.
Keep doing
Careful. Yeah, do you. Keep your head up. Not the end of the world. Whatever you're going through, there's an ending to it.
you. It's only temporary. Any hard times is only
Mhm.
temporary. So just know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And the reason why you see him dressed like that, as dads do, they still can enjoy life. So he's gonna
Yes.
enjoy himself at Stagecoach
This
this weekend.
nice
So
weekend getaway.
yeah,
Still taking my kids tomorrow.
yeah.
Kids
So,
coming out tomorrow with us to enjoy it too. I mean, they deserve it as well.
again,
Just like mom and dad can have their time out, the kids need a time out too.
so you still have a life.
Yes.
All right. So take care, everyone. Love you all, and have a blessed week.
Have a blessed day.